Hello guys, how are you today? And welcome to another F1 2017 season team preview. Today is the final preview of the series, and we're going to be previewing the Sauber team. Firstly, let's just congratulate the Sauber team on their car in terms of the way it looks. Obviously, we don't know about pace, at least until testing next week, but in terms of beauty, I think it is one of the best so far. Although we've only had 4 so far. I guess the Mercedes is also just as good. But let's say the Sauber is better than the Renault and Force India, in my opinion. Especially better than the Force India, which I really didn't like at all, to be honest. Anyway, and also it said 25th year in Formula 1. That's quite a big achievement for a small team. So, congratulations to Sauber on that. Now it goes a bit downhill. 2016 was a bit of a disaster for the Sauber team. Thankfully for them, they did manage to beat the Manor team, but it was close. And ultimately, they were at the back of the grid. And the truth is that they never really adapted to the rule changes from 2014. They're always towards the back of the grid, and they really need to find a way to get a bit higher up in 2017. If you remember, before 2014, so like in 2013, 2012 and 2011, they were towards the top of the midfield, they challenged for podiums, they nearly won the Malaysian Grand Prix in 2012 with Perez at the wheel, if you remember, in that crazy race. But they weren't able to keep that type of pace up with the new rules. And now there's another load of new rules. They need to try to get up there. And I guess their fall from grace maybe highlights how difficult it is to do these predictions. But I'm going to predict them to have another very difficult season, if I'm honest. I'm going to predict them to come last in the Constructors, so 10th. Because remember, the Manor team aren't going to be in it this season unless they get bought out. But come on, testing starting next week. It's not going to happen, is it? And if it does, I'll be talking about it on the channel, don't worry. I'm going to predict Sauber to come in 10th place in the Constructors this season. Mainly because obviously they're going to have a lack of funding. From only coming 10th, they have the least money of all the teams to spend on the new car from new rules. And I think they might struggle to adapt to these rules. I've said this about a few teams, and Sauber included. As for the drivers, they're going for Pascal Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson was there last season. We'll talk about him in a minute. But Pascal Wehrlein, I think he is a good driver, although I should point out he is not going to be at the first test in Barcelona next week because he is still recovering from his injury that he got from the Race of Champions a few weeks ago. I talked about this yesterday in my F1 in a Week news video, so if you want to know more about that, go check out that video. So yeah, he's not going to be in testing, which is a shame for them. But I think in general, maybe Wehrlein is a little bit overhyped. I don't even know if that's a word. But it is going to be for now. So he is overhyped. Because, everyone's seeing him as a future champion. But surely, if he was that good, he would have ended up, he could have been Rosberg's replacement for this season. Or maybe he could have got into the Williams seat instead of him having to get Massa back. Or he could have got the Force India seat ahead of Ocon. So, clearly he's not ready yet for these seats, because if he was ready, he would be there. And so maybe he's a little bit overhyped, because think about it, Verstappen's younger than him, I believe. And he is fighting right at the top of the sport, and Wehrlein maybe isn't sensible enough, whatever, the right word is there, to do the same thing. Now, as for Marcus Ericsson, I guess he's not a terrible driver, but I can't see him being world champion anytime soon. And I'd be surprised if he gets promoted to a higher team on the Formula 1 grid. I think that's what I'll say about Marcus Ericsson, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say he's a terrible driver, because there must be a reason why he's in Formula 1 and on the pace, at least compared to his teammate. But I'm not going to say that he's going to be a future world champion like I'd say about Verstappen or Van Dorn or Ocon. So I think you get the gist of what I'm saying about him. So yeah, just to sum up, I'm going to predict Sauber to come 10th. So, 2 questions to end this video. 1. What do you guys think of the Sauber car for the season in terms of livery and everything? Like, do you think it's nicer than the other liveries? And 2. Do you think Pascal Wehrlein has got it in him to get promoted to a better team and win a world championship? Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. If you have anything to say about this video, please leave a comment in the comments section below. If you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this and other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also go and check out the video that should be on screen right now. And on that note, I'll just ask you to follow me on Twitter at BigGaming342 and like my Facebook page, BigGaming342. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.